My Hebrew brothers and sisters, the 12 tribes of Israel, scattered all over the earth, welcome back. This is your Moreh Yeshua Ben Uriah Israel, and we just want to take this time to thank you for your subscriptions, thank you for your likes, thank you for your comments, and thank you most of all for your prayers. And we just want to thank Yahuwah for the opportunity we have in coming back and the study and Psalm 9. And last time, in the last session we did on the Thanksgiving for Yahuah's justice, we ended in verse 7. Today we're going to start verse 8. And there are 6 key words that we want to look at in this verse, and so we're going to ask you that you have some notepads and pencils, and let's study together. Let's study together. Just a little bit of technical situation here we have here, so we got to deal with it. Find my scriptures and get back to jump from verse 8 to something else that we're ready to talk about yet. Okay, all right. So in verse 8, we're going to start there. It says, "And he shall judge the world in righteousness. He shall minister judgment to the people, and they want to do it in uprightness." All right. So let's look. There are six key words that we want to look at in this verse, in verse 8. And so, as I said, your notepads and your pens and papers, okay? He said here that he's going to judge the world in righteousness. And we need to look and stress these key words. Judge here is one of them, and it is shafat in Hebrew. Shin pei, arfe, and then tet, meaning to judge. That is to pronounce a sentence. And to pronounce a sentence, to govern, this sentence is going to be for or against, and to vindicate or punish, to govern, to pass, to litigate, to avenge, condemn, and also contend, to defend, to execute, to judge as a judgment, be a judge, reason, to rule. So that's the first word in verse 8. That is a key word. The second key word we want to look at is also the word world, and that is, let me read it again. It says, "He shall judge the world." Okay, and he's going to judge the world. And notice here the word world is tebe, and this word here is made up of tav, bet, and lamed, meaning the earth as we talk about moist and therefore inhabited. By extent, the globe, by implication, its inhabitants, a Parthic land as Babylonia, Palestine, we said, inhabited part of the world, and Tabel is derived from two other Hebrew words, which is Yabal, meaning to bring or to lead or to carry or to flow. So he said, he shall judge as he's talking about Yahuwah, shall judge the world in righteousness. Look at righteousness. Righteousness is the word Sedek, and Sedi, Dalet, and Kaf, meaning the right, moral, or legal, and equity, prosperity, that which is altogether just, righteous, cause, or righteously, or righteousness. So, my brothers, let me say this, that Yahuwah, anything he does is right. Anything that Yahuwah does is right. And so, if he say he's going to judge the world, and he's going to do it in righteousness, and then notice in the same verse, he said, he shall minister judgment. He shall minister judgment. And this is the fourth key word, right? Judgment, and it's deen or doom. Deen. Same, two different words, but mean the same thing. Okay, what makes the word different is that the vowel marking is shifted from one section, from one consonant to another. Okay, so that's what makes it different, but it means the same thing. So it's to judge, just like an umpire, right? The umpire standing either behind the batsman, right? And so he there to watch and to make sure that he give the right call. Sometimes, they make errors and call wrongfully. But you have to make sure that when the man running on the base, right, or in the cricket, when they play cricket, so is there, in football, and so you call him the goal, not the goalkeeper, but the like the referee, whoever, that man runs around and make the call when they do something, somebody hit somebody or somebody hold on to someone and pull them back, or things like that. That man is there, right? Like a referee, right? To make sure that things going wrong, right, and not wrong. Okay. So judgment here is deen or doom, and means the same thing as I said, and means to strive as at law, to contend, to execute judgment, or to judge, to minister judgment, plead the cause, or strive, or strive. So you're there to make sure that things go good, okay? The fifth key word in the same verse there is the word people. People, he said, he shall minister judgment to the people. Okay? And so he's going to do it in uprightness. Lamed, Aleph, Mem, and this is the word that's the word is leum. Okay, that's what for people, leum. Sometimes you find the same word people. Sometimes you find it have a little different connotation. Sometimes you're referring to the Gentile people. Okay? And you can refer to them as or sometimes as Goy in Hebrew. And it's, but here in this one is Leon. Okay? And Lamed, Aleph, and Bab, and Mem, and there's a meaning to gather as a community or a nation or a people. Okay? And then the sixth and last word in the verse is the word uprightness. Anything that Yahuwah does, my brothers and sisters, anything he does it right. He does it right. And we don't have to worry about, him not doing it right. A matter of fact, there's some people don't care what he does. He's never right for them, But Yahweh is upright in all his doings, okay? And we got to recognize that. We got to recognize that. He said, this word uprightness is me hor, me sure. It's like show, me sure. Is mem, yod, and shin, vav, and resh. Me sure, yod, shin, and resh, meaning a level, plain, straightness, justly, equity, righteous, made straight, uprightness. Do you remember in the discourse with Samuel and the people, right? And they asked for a king. They found out that they had done wrong, so they came back to Samuel and asked him to pray to Yahweh for them. And Samuel was really hurt. He was really hurt. And Samuel, even though, they had done wrong, Samuel said, he will not cease. God forbid, he said, in the King James Version, which is Elohim, forbid that, he would cease to pray for them. And he's going to pray that they walk straight. They live, talk about uprightness, right? Yeah, they walk and live straight, that they will not forget Yahuwah and turn to idols, but they will continue to walk with Yahuwah, to live and to walk straight, to walk upright. That's what he's talking about there. And look in verse 9. Verse 9, he said, Yahuwah also will be a refuge. Okay, Yahuwah will be a refuge. And a refuge, my brothers and sisters, is a place you can go and hide. It's a hiding place. It's a place of safety for those who are running and seeking refuge. In Psalm 46, it said, Yahuwah Elohim is our refuge and strength. It's a very special present help in trouble. So, here in Psalm 9, here he's saying that Yahuwah, also will be a refuge, and he's going to be a refuge for the oppressed. Okay, he'll be a refuge in times of trouble. In times of trouble. The word time here is eighth, Ayin and Tav, meaning time now, certain, continually, evening long or evening tide, and due season, evening long, okay, noon tide, whatever time, or when. You say, Yahuwah, it doesn't matter if it's morning, Yahuwah is going to be a refuge. If it's evening, he's going to be a refuge. If it's in the night, he's going to be a refuge. If it's at noonday, he's going to be a refuge. It doesn't matter the time of the day. Yahuwah was at whatever time, from now until eternity. Yahuwah doesn't see time the way we see time, He sees time differently. But he's going to be a refuge for the oppressed. And he's going to be a refuge in times of trouble. So we need to trust Yahuwah to lead, and we need to trust Him to take us and to carry us and to, don't wait, don't wait until you get into some situation. You call Him because you know He's going to be there for you. No. We need to be trusting Him all the time, even before trouble. So when trouble comes, it won't faze us, In verse 10, listen what He said in verse 10. He said, and they that know my name, they that know thy name, okay, will put their trust in thee. Why? For thou, Yahuwah, hast not forsaken them that seek thee. Has not forsaken them that seek thee. Okay. So the word trust here is Batak. Batak. Bet, tet, and chet, and sometimes say ket. But he said, he's a refuge. He's, to trust, to be confident, to be sure, to be bold, to be secure, to put confidence, or to make, to hope, it is a feeling of trust and safety and assurance, and trusting Yahuwah, my brothers and sisters. No matter what Hasatan bring in our ways, we're not going to give up. We're going to keep trusting in Yahuwah. Okay? Keep trusting in Him. He said, because in Him is everlasting, the everlasting Yahuwah. In Him, when we trust Him, He's not going to stop loving us. He's not going to stop being there for us. He said, He will not, Yahuwah will not forsake them that seek Him. So you seek Yahuwah, and He will not forsake. Listen what the word forsaken here is azab, and ain, zain, and bet. And my brothers and sisters, this meaning to loosen or to relinquish or, permit to commit self, to fail, forsake, first help, leave to a person destitute, refuse, surety. Let me tell you something. Yahuwah will not leave you. He will not relinquish, you to the devil, to Hasatan. He will not give you over to them. You keep trusting Him. He will not permit you to suffer any evil. He's committed to you and I. And because of that, we must be committed to Him too. Okay? We must be committed to Him. And He will not fail us, my brothers and sisters. He will not fail us. And because He will not fail us, we shouldn't fail Him either. But we allow stuff to come in and to deceive us and cause us to fail. Right? Look, he said, He's committed for us. He's not going to permit us to fail or for anything to happen to us. He loves us. We are His. We are to serve Him and do the right thing. Okay? To please Him. This is showing appreciation for what He has done for us and what He's doing in our lives, my brothers and sisters. He will not forsake us. This is what He said. He will, He already said, He has not forsaken them that seek. So those who are seeking Him, He will not forsake them. He will not leave us destitute. He will not refuse to help us. Surely He will be there for us. Surely. Praise His holy name. I'll tell you what, we're gonna stop here and then continue in verse 11. So we're gonna ask you to be a blessing to someone today and walk with the King. Shalom.